Okay, so happy Sunday. Oh, here's a question. Is this a D20 system where I'm going to be rolling ones? It might be. I don't know. Option. So, sound. Seems kind of loud, doesn't it? It's not too bad. Okay, so we start a new game. And again, I have... It is a D20 system, of course it is. So I will do normal because... What is easy? Requires minimal micromanagement, easily forgives mistakes in combat. It is strongly recommended for those who are new or recently returning to real-time party-based RPGs. We'll be fine. Expert mode, try expert mode. Disables a number of helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own faculties and intuition while playing the game should play expert mode. This option is selected when you start a new game. It cannot be enabled in game, and if disabled, cannot be re-enabled. So, nah, do that. Trial of Iron. Iron Man mode? Nah. We don't do that kind of stuff. Okay. I think normal will be fine. Ooh, a movie. Obsidian? You mean the same guys who make Avowed? Wow, who would have thought? That wasn't much of a movie. Hey, Taco, welcome back. Trying something new? Sure, technically it's new. To me. Same ones who made Fallout New Vegas. So I'm playing Fallout now? I thought I was playing Pillars of Eternity.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. Looks like we're done then. Stream's over. The classes. So, male, female, go male, of course. The races, we have humans. I don't know what. These are the fish guys, right? The largest of the kith races are commonly found on near oceans, though not truly aquatic. Okay, so those are the fish dudes. Dwarf, elf, or land. Oh, these are the little animal. Or sorry, pointy ear people. Godlike. Children of the kith civilized races who have been blessed with physical aspects associated with the gods. Blah. These aspects may take many forms and often come with mystical powers. However, head shapes are typical, and godlike are unable to wear protective headgear, as it's near impossible to find anything that fits. Because of their unusual nature and their inability to reproduce, godlike are often viewed with fear and wonder. Dexterity and things. So I guess I have to decide what class I want to play first, don't I? Leave it on human. Oh, we have sub-races too? Is this just role-playing stuff? That's what it looks like. Once per encounter, 5 seconds after being reduced below 50% endurance, full temporary gain bonuses to accuracy and damage. So that looks like pretty much the same stuff. They all get fighting spirit, so what would be the point? The classes: Barbarian, Chanter, Cipher, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Priest, Ranger, Rogue, and Wizard. Chanter. What's a Chanter? In every culture across Aeora, there are chanters. Many historians consider chanters to be the most ancient workers of magic, their hallowed phrases stirring the collective memory of wayward souls around them, compelling them to generate magical effects in a kind of reenactment. In some societies, chanters form organized groups of storytellers and researchers, but in most parts of the world, they are just a time-honored part of local folk traditions. Starting abilities, phrases, chants. All chanters can continuously speak chants made up of magical phrases. Phrases produce passive effects and help build a chanter's power until they can use an invocation. Invocations, powerful magical effects that chanters can create after they have spoken a required number of phrases through their chants. Lore mechanics. Sound like a bard. Yep, sounds like a bard to me. Cipher. A recent discovery in the Eastern Reach. Ciphers were once called mind hunters by the people. Ciphers have the ability to directly contact and manipulate another person's soul and psyche using an ally's or enemy's essence as the focus for their magic. Though most ciphers are still found in the Eastern Reach, practitioners of the techniques have spread throughout the known world. They are gaining acceptance over time, but are generally distrusted, especially by the uneducated. Starting ability. Power. Ciphers can directly target allies and enemies with powerful soul-focused effects. These powers cost focus, which ciphers build through the use of their soul whip. Stealth lore mechanics. That's not very descriptive on what they actually do, is it? Other than their mind-type powers. I don't know how we classify them. Guessing all these guys are pretty much the same. So, I don't know. So a druid. Spirit Shift. All druids have mastered one animalistic form. These forms give the druid strong melee abilities and grant an additional power while the druid is shifted. Have access to a variety of offensive and some support-oriented spells. Every 2 levels, druids automatically gain access to an additional set of spells. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per day per rest. As druids gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter use. Kind of Warlock Necro with targeting soul power. Okay. I'm guessing that's a cipher. Fighters. Monk gonna be monk. Paladin, probably going to be paladin. Priest, ranger, anything special about rangers? Oh, they start with an animal companion. Anything fights at the ranger's command and is extremely valuable for its ability to run interference. Animal companions don't do much damage, but they have high damage reduction. The link between the ranger and companion is powerful. If one goes down in battle, the other suffers as well. Stealth survival. Rogue. Vicious killers, feared for the brutality of their attacks. They can be found as often in dark back eyes. Starting ability, sneak attack. Bonus damage to the ranged and melee attacks when the target has any of the following afflictions: blinded, flanked, hobbled, paralyzed, petrified, prone, stuck, stunned, or weakened. It also applies to any target the rogue strikes with a weapon within the first 2 seconds of combat. Hey, Flute, welcome back. And, of course, the wizard. Many accomplished wizards eventually become known for their eccentricity, their egos, and their unquenchable interest in all things arcane and occult. Mid-range attack that hits a small area for raw damage can leave targets dazed. Spells. Have a wide variety of offensive and personal defensive spells. Unlike priests and druids, wizards learn individual spells that they store in and cast directly from their grimoires. Grimoires can only hold 4 spells of each spell level, which motivates wizards to keep multiple grimoires for different... This sounds familiar. Every 2 levels, wizards gain access to an additional set of spells. However, they can automatically learn 1 spell of any level they can access each time they advance. Wizards also have the option of learning spells from grimoires they find or buy. Initially, their spells can be cast a limited number of times per rest. As wizards gain power, their weaker spells eventually shift to per encounter use. So lore and mechanics. You got Starlink yesterday? Wow. Ew, Starlink. There's a companion on each class in the game, but the Rogue and Monk in White March and the Barbarian in White March. Oh, okay. The Rogue and Monk, they're only available, or we only see them in the stuff. So what was it? Rogue, Monk, and Barbarian? There's companions for all the others, though. So, Monk. How much conflict, blah, blah, blah. See them as odd, unpredictable bunch. Starting ability. Transcendent Suffering. When monks have no weapons equipped, their unarmed attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. Wounds. As monks are damaged, their pain generates wounds. Wounds can be used to power many of the monks' special abilities. It's not super special or super stuff. Older monk. I've actually never really played a monk or a rogue as a first character. Let's do rogue. Rogue. And as a stealth mechanics, race. Mr. Elf, dexterity and perception. I'm going to guess those are really good for rogues. Ooh, what kind of elves are there? Wood elf and pale elf. Wood elves. Distant advantage. Against any enemy that is more than 4 meters away, wood elves gain bonuses to accuracy, deflection, and reflex. Pale elf. Elemental endurance. All pale elves have increased burn and freeze damage reduction. That's it. I like wood elf better. Hey Zaga, welcome back. Yeah, I've actually never played this before, so. And playing Avowed is actually what triggered me playing this, just to be clear. Is because I knew Avowed was based in the same universe as Pillars of Eternity, but I never played. So a lot of the stuff in Avowed I have no real connection with, like the fish guys and the people with the big ears and fuzzy skin. I don't know. I'm not familiar with those races, but now we know a little bit more about them because they're here in the races, but not going to play them. So anyway, we're going to go with the Wood Elf Rogue. Crippling Strike and Blind. Oh, we have to pick. Crippling Strike. Attacks hits his enemy's ability. Or sorry. The rogue attacks his or her enemy's ability to move around effectively, inflicting extra damage to and hobbling any enemy successfully hit. 2 per encounter. Speed is average. Interrupt 0.5 seconds. Hobbled for 10 seconds. Accuracy versus Fortitude. User full attack. Blah, blah, blah. Blinding Strike. A dirty attack that makes the opponent unable to see, inflicts extra damage, and blinds the target. I think we're going to do a blinding attack. Pillars games do a good job of not being Dungeons and Dragons. The different stats. So, highly recommended is might. Oh, that's right. These are the different things that we learned in Avowed. They're not like Dungeons and Dragons. So, because you'd think dexterity to be more important for a rogue, but it's actually might because this increases their damage. Dexterity is attack speed and reflexes. Perception. Sharp accuracy and reflex. Let's catch someone in a lie. Stuff. 15 points left. What's intellect get us? Area factoration and will stuff. Perception to rule them all. Obi-Wan, welcome to the stream. I don't even know how to do this. Find all secrets with perception. Team plus. Oh, is that what it is? So what we're trying to say is I should do Constitution, endurance, blah blah blah. A little bit less Constitution for better perception. To notice something happening in the background in combat that contributes to accuracy, that flexes defense and grants a bonus to interrupt. Yeah, I think that'll go well. I'm sure this will be fine. Yeah, we'll see. Mechanic skill for lockpicking and taking out traps. Mechanic skill. Where's that? I don't see any skills yet. Culture. A deer. Dead fire. You get more stats next to with ancestry. Oh, okay. Oh, so I can go back and change stuff. So who gets perception? The white that wins. A large cracked southern expanse of polar ice, the white that wins is home to pale elves and small colonies of daring explorers, outcasts, blah, blah, blah. I think a wood elf can live there, too. There. Background. Aristocrat. Explorer, laborer, mystic, drifter, hunter, or merchant. Aristocrat, lore 2. Law and survival. There's your mechanics as a laborer. Lore. Stealth the mechanics sounds like a rogue type thing. Stealth and survival. Lore mechanics. What's lore good for? I'd rather have the stealth. We'll go stealth and mechanics. Oh, look, our portrait kind of fits the current look. Colors green and dark blue. How about? Doesn't look great. Survival gives a free heal, second wind. Yeah, we'll be fine. Kind of matches the portrait, sort of that, although we had changed. Choices there. So hair. That kind of matches the portrait. A little too blondish, though. Maybe that's just the light. Actually, that's closer. The way the light's hitting them. So, go with you. And I'm not going to go through friggin' 99 portraits. We're going to stay with that one. Hey, Satin, welcome back.
Ready when you are.
I've got this.
That didn't sound like mail to me.
Yeah. Let's keep quiet.
Well,
Watch and learn.
Let's go. Not a sound.
Hey there. Watch and learn.
Good enough. Okay, so all set. Gimpy, the level 1 rogue. So mentioning the skills and stuff, but there was no skill selection here. Gray, welcome back. The pillars of eternity, decorative or load bearing? What style are they in? I'm going with ancient Roman Greco. Made from white alabaster, maybe? Oh, sorry. They're made with Adra. Sorry, the Adra. Not white stuff, it's green stuff. So it's a green marble. Okay, Caravan Master. The Caravan Master finishes addressing the group, his bushy red mustache and sagging jowls and quivering as if for emphasis.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the Caravan Master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over.
Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
That's nice.
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Nods in your direction. Sparfell nods and slides the worn bow over his shoulder. Where would I find these berries?
They grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
What are those ruins?
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Okay, characters, attributes, skills, blah, blah, blah. Maybe open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. Manner, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Familiar with that. Who did build the ruins?
Got different names for them. Settlers called them Ingwithans. Nobody that liked them enough to stop them becoming ruins, tell you that much.
Is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business, and not if the weather holds up.
There's concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. What kind of weather do they get out here?
This time of year, rain mostly, and wind. But there's a different kind of wind out here time to time. Locals call it a Beowick, born out of the ether, the spirit's path. Never seen it myself, never cared to.
What are these huge rocks coming up out of the ground?
They don't got Adra where you come from? Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Hey, Ring, welcome back.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
And if you touch him just right, a god will talk to you. Spoiler?
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Let's see about those berries.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
He scans over the travelers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armor-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The one looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
A good pairs of returning about when you first visit the world of air, and you may want to watch these windows to, yes, figure that out. Your party always consists of your character and up to 5 additional companions or adventurers. While the caravan is camped outside the Glanfathen ruins, Dima has assigned yes, we know that. Select a party member, click on that. Yeah, okay, that's no big deal. To move selected characters. When multiple party members are selected, the action bar is hidden. To see an individual character's options, select only that character.
Sure.
Let's get this up. Good. Look at all the buttons. So, Gimpy with a pike. He's a rogue and he's got a pike. Sure, I feel about that. What's our warrior have? Battle axe and a torch. Okay. No, you can change the color of the clothing anytime you want. Okay, that's fine. Crafting. I'm not crafting anything. Health endurance. Wow, she got a lot of hit points. AI behavior. Class behavior. Characters there will not use any spells or abilities. Fighter uses knockdown and discipline barrage at the first opportunities. Clear out will automatically be used whenever the fighter has 3 enemies in range if per rest is enabled. Hold ground. Picker's defense when engaged by more than 2 opponents. That's too aggressive. Use per rest abilities. Maybe. Auto attack, defend self. Actor will not move to attack unless they are engaged by an enemy. If that enemy is defeated, they will seek out new enemies to attack. Sure. Mid character, we're doing a wood elf rogue. Class behavior. At the first opportunity, uses finishing blow against targets below 25% endurance. Sure. Aggressive character will actively seek out enemies for combat regardless of whether or not they're being directly attacked. Let's stick defense self for now. Just a little eyeball. Oh, appearance. Okay. So I have 100 gold, or whatever it's supposed to be. That's our actual stash. Crappy gear. So how do I know what level they is? Guess we'll find out when we actually level up. But that's what all these buttons down here are for. Scouting.
I'll take a peek.
Scouting was both used for stealth and for finding hidden objects like traps and secret containers. While scouting, your character's selection circles will start to fill with yellow when a character is starting to detect them. Once the circle fills yellow, the character is suspicious and will move to do stuff. Moving toward a character accelerates how quickly they will detect you. If you actually touch them, the selection circle of a character with your own, you will be immediately detected. So, tab. Stuff. Caravanners. We don't want to talk about... Oh, what's this? Difficulty
There.
1.
What did I tell you?
Well, that wasn't a problem. Minor endurance. Easy loot. F5, quick save. Oh, look, another one. Wooden clothing. DR 0. Recovery speed 0. Light armor. My awesome armor is DR 5, so yeah. Just get that. Slow mode active. How do we... Slow mode. So it's only slow and fast. Is there nothing in between? Just pause it. Pausing spacebar. Yeah, most people you encounter in the world are neutral or friendly. You can interact with them by clicking on their selection circle. Right. You did. That's the guy
Anyone
we're
need
supposed to talk
supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
to. There's normal. Where there should be. Fast. Nope. It's fast and slow and pause. That's a little too fast. Anyway, talk to this guy. Man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
Brought a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
He scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't gotten quite used to shaving on the road. 2 times on slow or fast, it switches between turning those on and off.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Let's see what you got. So, great sword, hunting bow, pike, quarterstaff, warbow, battle axe, dagger. Should I get a bow? You sell this? Sure, we'll take that. That'll cover the cost of the bow. Two daggers. Is dual wielding a thing? I guess we'll find out. Retrain character. Store. Okay. That is a thing. Games can dual wield in this. I forget there's penalties. I'm sure there would be. I would think there'd be penalties. So I don't need this pike unless we want to give it to her. What's her weapon? Battle axe. I'm sure she's fine with the axe.
Something else you need?
Yes, we'd like to sell the pike. I'll go slight. What was our armor? Oh, way outside of our price range anyway, so good.
You did it wrong.
No, I didn't.
This is how you do it. Warg.
Switch to new weapon
Please
spots by
excuse
selecting
me.
the weapon icon from an
That was
individual character's
embarrassing.
action bar.
I meant to say,
Hey there.
Jag.
Sure.
I guess this is normal speed. That's slow. Click it again, it goes back to normal. Okay, yeah, that works. Thank you, rules for that one. I'm looking for the berries. Exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity as you make your way through the Eastern Reach. Open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. That. Sure, which way we should be going. Probably not down the road.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Sounds like he's not too interested in working very hard. Bend over here. Get over there. Still looking for the berries. So which way did we come from? Fallen tree doesn't budge. Sap oozes from the jagged wound
Not
in its
looking
trunk.
forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
Okay, so that's where we're not supposed to be. Your water. Lunch? Oh, see that friggin' missile there? Aw. Not food? All characters in the game, friend or foe, have their primary defenses against attacks, deflection, whatever. So there's no point to killing the deer, was there? Other than we got to see the little magic missile thing going. The corpse is cold and the touch of a right smell wafts from its putrid waves. A dark crested bloodstained besmirches its simple linen clothing. What about you? Stuff. Leather armor. Lockpicks. I think that's an armor upgrade for somebody. Light armor DR5. This is 6, so. Ta-da. You carry that stuff around. Be looking like a proper rogue already. Let's go back up this way. Maybe we get lucky to see the berries I'm supposed to be finding, so I don't die.
Let's check by those outcrops.
Combat. Okay, damage reduction, blah, blah, blah. Young wolf. We should shoot that young wolf.
Province.
Because Return to Combat uses a pausable real-time system. Because you will often manage more than one character at a time, it is a good idea to pause the game, issue orders, and resume real-time to see the order play out. The options menu also can dive to play with that.
Let's check why those outcropping.
And that's how it's done.
Silly wolf.
This is it.
The berries. You can change highlight objects to toggle instead of hold. Options. I needed it. You can change highlight objects to toggle instead of hold. It's okay. I'm in the habit of hitting the tab key to highlight stuff anyway from other games throughout the decades. You're kind of a mystery to the rest of the caravan, just some kind of wanderer the way I hear it. That sort of thing happens with orphans. Sure, I wander into the lives of fools, talk to them about their money, and wander back out. You have to be when people are looking for you. That isn't your business. That sort of thing tends to happen with orphans. Yeah? How's it you happen to come here? I burned down the orphanage and got out there while I could. My name is Hobo. I've never had a place to call home, still looking. I'm a self-made orphan. My parents got what they deserved, and now I'm leaving all that behind. That isn't your business. I've never had a place to call home, still looking. You got a lot on your mind then. Hopefully things work out in the end. But in my experience, things don't always. And since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Radix offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of the lot? It's a hard offer to pass up. No, I'm just passing through. I haven't given it much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. I hope to meet someone and fall in love. Probably the same things I did before. Just looking for some adventure, really. Getting into trouble, I expect. I'm going to find some new friends. I have no idea what I'm going to do next. Completely spontaneous, huh? Interesting. Well, there's probably no hurry to make up your mind. They've got an inn in Gilded Vale that puts you up for as long as you need. Or so my sister tells me. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Damo will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Why are you here? She sighs unevenly. Her eyes search the ground at her feet. My sister moved out here some time back. She sent me a letter. She seemed worried, but that's how she always is. This time, though, she asked me to come out, and that's got me a little worried. I haven't seen her in ages, been doing guide work in Ixamiddle. But I'd do anything for her. She's a much better woman than me, so I'm here, and we'll see. Adema is I've worked with before. He doesn't really drive a route this way, but he's doing it for me. Tell me about yourself. I've got simple needs, open skies, pastoration, my family wanders too. We started in Durwood, and my parents ended up in the Living Lands. Ooh, I've got a brother in Ranatai and another in the Deer. My sister in Gilded Vale. She's the only real homebody. Can you tell me about Durwood? Not much for history, but from what I know, it used to be part of the Deer Empire. It broke off after a war some years back. The locals here are feisty, and that's how they like it. I've been out of touch, but I've been hearing weird kinds of things about it lately. People having trouble giving birth, I guess. A lot of them. Been going on for years now, but somehow it's getting worse. With an easy tremor in her voice, she adds, I'll have to ask my sister more about it. All right, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath that Sparfell's getting you water anytime soon. He does that. He does what he feels like when he feels like it. We should check up on him first, slap him around a little bit. Stream's down that way. Come on, let's get you some of your water. Oh, so the quest log's the upper left-hand corner. Just notice that. Flash up there. We're still exploring. Oh, look, an extra bush. Different plant. Okay, so where's our water? Not here anymore. And you received in your journal update relevant information, so. Find Sparfell. So where'd he go?
Went hunting. At least he left the water skins. Come on.
He's gonna be dead, isn't he? You crouch at the riverbank, dip your water skin into the cool water while Kaleska waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. You haven't gained an item. Full water skin. Out of the trees emerges Sparfeld, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait, his stride wobbly as he moves towards you with labored breath.
Sparkle? Are you alright?
Barcel's toe catches on a rock, and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag. We're doomed. Use tab key to highlight interactive objects.
Ambush!
Uh-oh. So, Hunter and Hunter. Smack that one.
Yeah?
You shoot that one, too. Ow.
What you need?
Do I have to... Okay. It's a left click,
Hey there.
isn't it? It's left click. It's not right click, it's left click, because, you know, we have to be different. Sometimes a weapon or spell simply isn't well suited to penetrating an enemy's damage reduction. When the attack hits, the DR will wipe out all the but small percentage of the incoming. Yeah, we know that stuff. It's armor class, sort of. Actually.
I'll teach you a...
Fine.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
No, we don't have to do anything.
Sure.
Just kind of heal after combat, huh? Well, at least we got a water skin. And looking for stuff, maybe. That's as far as we go. Yay, beer. Footprints around the campfire are indistinct and may have been here for days or longer. Dark. Oh, mushrooms. Yeah, looks like we're going back to camp finally. Yep, good enough. This isn't good. Got more people in that bank here. Another hunter.
I'll teach you a lesson!
He'd be kind of in trouble, but knocked him over, so that fight's over. Gimpy probably shouldn't be the first one in. Think about defaults on auto level your companions in case you want to. Oh, default is that. That's bad. So that would be game. Continue movement engagement. It's not there. Under difficulty? Companions before main companions before death. Unrestricted stash. No knockout on injury. Show qualifiers, stuff, tips, detail. Auto level companions. No. Thank you for pointing that out. I guess we should be sneaky.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs. This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat, or you can watch the ads during the break. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Okay, so we'll take a break and we come back and we'll deal with this guy. So I'm sure it'll be fine. Because I do need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water, go see what Mrs. Gimpy and Rocket are up to. I'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching, and enjoy the dog video. Might be chickens as well, by the way.